Hello viewers, welcome back. In our previous session, we have discussed about text view of basic views, how to change the text color, size of the text, font style, and how to make it bold and italic. In this session, we are going to discuss about button widget. So what are the different types of buttons are available for us? How to make the custom backgrounds for the buttons. So button is a view which is a push button which can be pressed or clicked to perform an action. Sample, the types of the buttons are like, text based button where you'll see label on the button, icon buttons or image buttons, what we call it as, where you'll see only the image. By looking at the image, we'll understand what action it is going to be performed. The other buttons is along with the text as well as with the image. If you want to add any button to the layout or app UI, so we'll use button widget, means the tag is going to be button. As we already discussed earlier, so when you want to add a widget or a view to the layout, we'll use open angular bracket, type the view in uppercase first. Automatically annotations will come, and there should be two default properties, that is layout width and height for every view and view group. So I'm just taking that as wrap content, and the height is also as a wrap content, and the text I'm adding, so it will come from the strings.xml file. Open your Android Studio, go to file, new project, select the template widget as empty activity, click on next, change your application name to buttons demo. Remaining all are same, click on finish button. As we know, it will take some time to build our project. The Gradle build is running. You can see the status here. When you are launching the project or creating the project for the first time in a day, it will take longer than usual. Otherwise, it will be finished less than 30 seconds. So you can observe here what are the different Gradle modules are being associating with this particular project. Once this blue bar has been end in process scanning, indexing completed. Now, as we are dealing with the app UI, just come to activity underscore main.xml, go to split screen here instead of design, or else simply go for code. So defaultly, as we know, we have constraint layout here. You can change it to relative layout, or you can add a button here directly. Demo this, open Angular button, automatically it will annotations will come. Select the button, width, wrap content I am taking, height is also taking as a wrap content, and close the button widget by backslash. Now, when an error arises, just put your mouse pointer here. It will show you this view is not constrained. It only has design time positions. So it will jump to 0, 0 runtime unless you add the constraints. How to add it? You can see here to display the button in an activity, add the button to the activity layout XML file like this. Directly you will get all the code here. So that is the advantage of Android Studio. If you have a little knowledge, you can do wonders here. Now, I'm adding a text to it to display on the button. So just you type TE, and we already know it should come from the string reference. So at the right means you are referring something. What you are referring a string. The string name is app name. So just come here, giving that as button underscore text. Okay. So it is throwing an error because there is no such string. So that is where it is showing a red bulb on the left hand side. You can choose this and create a value, or else the shortcut is click on the red error mark, alt enter is the shortcut. It will show you like create a string value So what is the value it should be? And say simply welcome, or else simply say welcome to eKida, or just make it welcome. It is going to be stored at a main source and under that resource subfolder, and the file name is strings.xml file. Click on OK. This error has been resolved, and this is throwing because we do not have constraint layout. So as we already knowing a bit, change the constraint layout to relative layout or linear layout. Now error has been resolved. You can check how does it looks like immediately here on the right hand side in preview, or run the program. Just go to launch button. So I have already started my Android virtual device. So you can see here emulator, select it. In Android Studio 4.1 30th revision, so we have a flexibility. You need not to transit or shuffle between multiple windows. The emulator will show inside your Android Studio only. That is an advantage. 4.1 30th revision and above. Now it is running, installing. Success, operation succeeded. Now it's going to launch my application. Just go to this, select buttons, demo is already given here. So it's crashing. Let us see why it's getting crashed. When, if you see, the application keeps stopping. So just click on apps info, then it will give you the information what exactly is happening here. You can see all the information just like in your mobile device, but little tricky. So for the developers, we have an advantage already. In the logcat, you can check all the process, what is happening, why it has been crashed. Scroll down slowly. So though there are many error marks, so you'll find your particular activities error messages. As we already discussed in the part of activity lifecycle, we have seen how these different callbacks are displaying inside this. You can check the time from here. So I do not see anything, just simply to save my time, I'm shifting to error messages so that I can clearly say only the error messages, which will save my time in scrolling. So this is it's not for me. Yeah, here it comes. You can see here, from here it will start buttons demo, pattern main process, runtime exception. If the data is larger than this window size, just simply you'll find an option here, soft wrap. Select soft wrap. You can see within the screen. So error inflating the class relative layout. So that is where it's throwing an error inside main activity. So probably just do one thing, rebuild your project, go to build. There is an option called a clean project. So if you are confident enough that you have written the code properly, but it's throwing an error, just do clean. Just run your project once again. The Gradle build is running here. You can see the status. Installing. So seems to be crashed again. Just let me check once again. Yeah, it has been crashed. Just come back to logcat again and check what is the problem. So Java line number 12, inflate exception. So inflating relative layout caused. Okay, the problem is relative layout is there, but usually we have only one relative layout. So that's why it was unable to. Just let me minimize the window so that you'll have a clear picture. Yeah, we have a layout called relative layout, not relative layout. So it's not, though it's not showing an error, you can see that in the debugging process. This is what we call it at debugging. Immediately you can see that in the preview that has welcome message. Now run your project again. You'll see the output inside this emulator. Launching activity. Yeah, now it's showing like, okay, welcome. The background has been already created because it's the theme basis. So Android 4.1.1 has an option like, activities are coming up with the theme basis by default. So you need not to add the backgrounds and all this. Then if you want to change, you can change it. Now this is how we'll create a text-based button. Now let us see how to add image buttons or how to create an image button. And now let us see how to do commenting in the XML file. Just simply open angular bracket, exclamation, hyphen, and just simply at the end, you can see here. Now I have just commented my code. Now I want to add a button, image button. So how can we add image button? You can see here there is a tag called image button. That's all. And you have to give the source for the background from your drawable folder. So this is how it's pretty easy for us. Now just open angular bracket, type image button. So width is wrap content, height is also wrap content I am taking. And the button should have some source. Means it should have an image, right? So for that, source is an option. It should come from the drawable folder because it's a non-coded Android file, which we explained in the anatomy of Android project. So it should be drawable at the right drawable. There is some ABC vectors test and IC launcher background. This is what exactly we have. But how to get the drawables of predefined in the Android? So for that we'll use at the right Android. Okay, again it's a drawable folder. Now you can see alert light frame, arrow down. So button minus, button plus, button radio star. So checkbox, dark header, divider, edit box, IC delete. So you want to give an IC icon. IC stands for icon. Delete a trash icon you want to give or cross mark. This is how you can give. So when you click on this, the files are going to be deleted or maybe some data is going to be deleted. So very simple. When you want to add an image button, just add image button attribute and image button widget element, and attributes are simply layout, width and height are very common for every view or widget. The specific one what we have to specify here is source, where it should come from the drawable reference, but I have not yet added any drawable source. I'm taking the predefined images which are available for us. But instead of this, I want to take the trash can, okay, instead of delete. So now just go to Google and search for icons or PNG icon, whatever you say. Go to images. Now you can say here, so trash icon or trash can icon. You'll get all here like this. Many are there. Just go to more tools. Take the color as transparent and size. Make it icon. Then you'll find only all icon sizes here. Just take this, or if you want some colored one. Usually the trash cans will be either gray or this little light dark. So save image. So save it as a trash underscore can. Please make sure that you are not giving with capital letters. If you provide the icon names with the capital letters, it will throw you an error. Save this. Now copy the icon into your drawable folder. Drawable, right click on the drawable folder under resources directory, paste it. So it will ask you like whether you want to place it in a drawable or drawable V24 folder. Please make sure that you are pasting it in the drawable folder, because drawable V24, if you paste it in this, those images will be available for version number 24 and above, not the lower versions than 24. So if you put it in a plain drawable folder, it will be available for every version. So trash can, if it is already existing, it will show you like this. Just make it refactor. Now it's all done. Instead of at the right Android means predefined icons, I'm using my own icon, at the right drawable trash can. Just select it. So this is how it's going to look like. The sizes are like whatever I have selected from here, but usually you don't see this much bigger sizes. So you can even make your own size cans also. 96 dp So we'll discuss about these units in one session in detail. Run your project, open your emulator here from the console. See that, yeah, it has been given like this. So image button is not displaying properly because of the image what we have selected. That might be the reason. So you just change it. Now just do one thing. Let's make it wrap content only, so that, because we are usually we'll ask our designing team to design the icons for us, or else we'll go for the pre-type icons, because there will be a license conflict. So to avoid that, do not copy any of the images from the online which are specifically copycat. So this is how you can select image button, which is clickable. Action is not yet set. We'll discuss in the near future sessions like how to implement this click functionality. So now another one is like with image and text. A button with image and text. You can see here image and the text both are there. So in this, there will be already the button at element will be given, and we'll see the drawable icon where it should be on the left hand side of the text, or right hand side of the text, or above or below. So this particular pattern is already disappeared from the practice in the real world. We are simply either going with the text based or icon based. So need not to discuss here. So that's all about the buttons, how to create image button and the button. Let's catch up in the next session, guys.